Hi there, I'm Jeanette, stampingwithsafiandme.com, and the project that I want to show you today is this one. It is super cute, and when you open it up, there we go, a little chocolate inside there, and a little note that says hello friend, and ideally it sits perfectly on a table. But I just want to show you how it would look in different cardstock and different DSP. So I'll put that to one side. I thought we could use today is Pool Party, and the DSP that we're going to use is Whole Lot of Lovely. Now you don't really need much DSP at all, so I'll talk you through what we're using as and when we're using it. So let's just get started. Scoreboard, there's the ball. Okay, so you just want to, it's a really simple project to do, really quick and easy. If anybody reads my blog at all, I've actually put the full instructions of this one on my blog, so that's already there for you. The only changes that we're going to make today, obviously the DSP is different, the cardstock's a different colour, and I'm going to go for a different design instead of this cute little leaf design, just to show you how versatile the stamp set is. It's actually still from the same stamp set, the thinlets that we're going to be using. Instead of the leaf design, which is this beautiful one here, I'm actually going to use the little flower and also the little flower silhouette that actually goes with it, which is rather beautiful, and it's from the seasonal layers thinlets, just to let you know. So let's just quickly get on with this then. So we want to be scoring at 1/2 inch. It's just on the long side. So we want to go at 1/2 inch. And we want to go at 2 inches, 3 inches, 5 inches, and 7 inches. And I didn't tell you the measurements of this, did I? It's actually 8 1/4 by 3 1/4. I went with 8 1/4 because it is actually the width of a piece of cardstock. So I just went with that to make things simple. In fact, I won't put my scoreboard away. I'm going to score this piece as well. This is actually to make the little box inside, which fits in really nice and neatly. So that actually measures 4 1/4 inches by 1 7/8 of an inch, and that is super simple because all we're going to do is score 1/2 inch on all sides. There we go, that's our scoring done. That to one side. Let's get the bone folder. There we go. Okay, so we just want to burnish our score lines. I haven't actually made this up yet, so I have no idea what it's going to look like. Hopefully it'll be really pretty and quite different to the first one. Well, that was the idea, to show you the same thing, but how it can look so different when you change up the DSP and the cardstock. Okay, zips. That's everything burnished. I'm now just cutting to make up the little box. So all you want to do, these are going to be your flaps, so all you want to do is take out a little wedge on either side. Get rid of my bits, you need to see those. I think these would look great on a table for a dinner party. You could put little chocolate mints in, You could even put, actually, instead of the design on the front, you could actually put somebody's name. If you had quite a few guests and you wanted them to sit in a particular place, that would look good as well. That's that done. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of tear tape on these side bits. It just makes the box a little bit sturdier. This is great. This tear tape is actually great for this. And as I say, all my instructions are already on my blog, but just in case anybody wanted to see me actually make it up, I just thought I'd do a quick tutorial for you today. Use that little bit. So all we're going to do, just make sure that's, and I use my paper piercer just to peel the backing off. Comes off so easily using this, and then that just gets secured down like that. Any little bits that you've got sticking out, just fold them back. They look quite neat, stick to themselves, and that's all you need to do there. A quick burnish on either sides. Make sure it's all stuck down. Now what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of tear tape on these little tiny tabs. You can use Tombow actually for this. It can be a little bit fiddly, but it will, or even Fast Fuse would be good for this as well. I haven't got mine handy, so I'm just using this. Just get rid of that bit, a little bit more off. And at the end of it, I'll pop this on my blog as well, along with the YouTube video, so you can see both of them. And then just to make up your box, take off one of these. There we go. Fold those back. Both of these off actually, and that's going to be the easiest thing to do. Oops, taking it all off. That's where your bone folder is quite good. If you actually run your bone folder over it, then it will stay stuck. But for speed, I'm trying to do this without taking shortcuts. Right. Okay, and that sticks on like that. Right, okay. Now for the next bit, we're just going to secure the little box in the middle here, but you will need Tombow. I'd definitely recommend this because you want to make sure you get it in exactly the right position. So you definitely want to use this. So just pop a little bit on the bottom, on the base of your box. Like that, and then that just gives you a chance to get it in exactly the right position before it sticks down. Now if I'd have done that with Fast Fuse, that wouldn't have worked. There we go, perfect. Okay, just get your bone folder. Make sure that's secured down. Okay, so you can see your your little box taking shape, and that's how it's going to go. So the next thing we want to do, I think, is pop the little Velcro dots on. Now I think I got these from eBay and I've had them for quite a while. There must be a couple of hundred on here, I would imagine. So yeah, I think I got them from eBay. I will find out where I got them from and then pop a note on my blog for you, but I don't know to hand. So they're great little things. So what we want to do, I'll just stick that back on there actually, is just, you can do it by eye, you can do it on here, but I just want to measure roughly whereabouts I want to put it. So I want to make sure it's in the centre. So I think around about, it's going to be around about there. That's where I want it. So grab that and then put it, just stick it on. That looks about right. Get that one stuck on, and then get the other piece that goes on top. You could probably use magnets as well for this. You could even probably use a little bit of ribbon if you don't have either, and wrap it round here. But before you put this on, and then tie a bow, maybe you could do that. If you don't have either, there's always different things you can do. So to actually secure and place this, what you want to do is just carefully fold it over. And then just put your finger and thumb inside and then squeeze that down. And that's stuck. And then get another. And then you know it's in the correct place. So there we go, starting to take shape. So we just need to decorate it now. So I have used, just grab all these pieces, I have punched them already just to save some time. It's the DSP is from the Whole Lot of Lovely DSP. It's so pretty. It's Pool Party on that side, and then beautiful pink on, I think it's powder pink on this side. So that's really pretty as well, like both of those. So I'm actually going to, because it's not going in the post, I want to add some dimension to this. So I'm just going to grab my dimensionals. Now this is the 2-inch punch. I've then got the 1 3/4 circle punch, and then I've got 1.5 inch punch as well, which is just going to layer on top here. So let's just layer that on. I'm using standard dimensionals for these. And then when I put the flowers on, the little mini dimensionals are ideal. Love having both of these. Used to have to cut these in half. I don't have to do that anymore. Okay, that's that little bit done. Got my flowers cut out here from the seasonal layer framelit dies. So I've used Pool Party for the silhouette, and then that will just layer on top. So I think I will just dab a little bit of glue. I think the best way to put these together, as I said, I haven't made this up before, so hoping this will look great. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of Tombow in the middle. You only need a tiny bit, you don't need much at all. A bit more there on there. And then, if you can, try and match it up. I think that looks about right. It's fine. Let's have a look at this one. Is that about right? I think it's that way actually. Yeah, that one. Okay. Oops. I'm going to give these added dimension as well. Pick that one up. Just give that a couple of seconds to dry. Now I'm after my pierce mat. Not too sure what I did with that. Okay, let's just use this. What I actually want to do is give them some dimension. So what I'm just going to use is the back of my paper piercer, and that gives it some really pretty dimension. That's not quite dried. Right, and now what I want to use are these. I want to use some embellishments just to give it that little bit of extra. Let's have a look. I think these basic pearl jewels will look great on here. So using your paper piercer, just pop that under there and give it a really good press. Actually, you don't need that mat. Really good press on a hard surface. And quite fiddly, but using a paper piercer really does help get them off. Oops. And because I think I said earlier these aren't going in the post, so I just want them to have as much dimension as possible. So these are the little mini dimensionals that I'm just going to pop on the back of my flower. I think 3 is quite a good number for these. And then I'm just going to place it around about there. Another 2. One on there. One on there. Put that one there. There we go. Now we just want to pop it on the front. See how pretty that is. Lovely. Really like that. Very cute, very girly. And I'm just going to secure that with another couple of normal dimensionals. There we go. So it looks totally different, but really, really pretty, I think. So the last thing we've got to do is put our little chocolate inside. I made it to fit a Kinder. Fits really, really nicely. It also fits a lipstick or even Lipsil or anything like that if you didn't want to give chocolate. And the DSP that measure to just, all we're going to do is wrap round. It just measures 3 inches by 2.5 inches, and there's no scoring involved. We're just going to wrap it round. So all I've done is popped a little bit of tear tape on the bottom, and then I'm going to put a little bit on this side as well. So just line it up. Wrap it around. pretty does that look? Really cute. And all I did to finish that off was put a little bit of, this is Whisper White Baker's Twine. So just popped a little bit of that on. You can tie a bow, do what you want really. I think we're just going to tie a knot on this one. There we go. And I think the last thing that we can do, have to do a little bit of stamping I think. On this one, I think it just finishes it off, a little bit of stamping saying hello friend in there. So I think we're going to do the same thing here. It's from the Woodwords stamp set. I've used it a couple of times before. And I am going to use, let's use Paul. In fact, no, let's use basic blacks. I think there's a little bit of black or even basic grey in the background. Try and just grab it. It's here somewhere. Basic grey. Oh, where are you? Where's that one? No. Never to hand. Ah, found it. Found it. Okay, and all you want is a scrap of Whisper White on here. Hello friend, perfect. And then all you need is your classic label punch. I use this all the time. It's a great punch to have. Just centre that and punch. And then all you do is slide that under there. And that looks so pretty in there. And that's it. I hope you like those. They look completely different. I don't know which one you think is your favourite. But if you'd like to purchase any of the products, they are all listed over on my blog. And as I said, full instructions on how to make this one. Obviously, this is just the same, but different decoration. If you do like my video, do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'm always happy to help. And also if you want one of the new catalogues, I have a few of those left. So if you would like one, don't hesitate to ask me. I'll pop one in the post to you. Thank you very much.